Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham News and Update show for Friday, August 17th. Yes, it is a Friday show, early doors, about 8 o'clock in the morning. Got a few things to talk about here about Paul Mullin back on the grass in training and how he's feeling and when we can expect him back. Also, there's a might be a slight injury for one of our new players. We're going to talk about that briefly too. And I was going to combine two shows later on today to talk about Parkinson going back to Parkinson going back to Bolton Wanderers. So we're just going to do that now and talk about it here. And apparently there's something brewing at the club too. So we might be breaking in with some news that's happening here. If you're not in our Discord, which is free, by the way, pop in there and check it out and be a part of the conversation because it is maddening all day long, all night long. I'm up throughout the night. So anyway, smash a like on the video, get involved in the chat. Let's make it very active this morning because we got a game on Sunday and it's a big one. It's a big one against Bolton. So I'm excited about it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the Local Pundit and get your hats out. Nicky D just ordered his, and it was on his way, so it should be there in a couple of days. So, all right. John Hampton's in the house. How are you? Just get the show on the road. Just told me what to do, and I did. 2 minutes early. There we go. Good morning. How you doing, John? Good morning. Good morning. Marie from SoCal's in the house. How are you? Happy Friday, everybody. It is a Friday. And hi, Marie, and morning all. Morning all. How you doing, Eve? Evergame Studios. And this is a good sign, Josh streams. Then we get the printed news straight after. It always happens. Laugh out loud. This is a good sign. So let's hope that we do it. I don't know. I don't know who this person is, though. That Red Horde messaged me. I don't know who that person is in the chat. So if someone can help me out with that, that'd be great. But okay, let's get started here. All right, we knew that Paul Mullin was going to be back on Grassy Mulls. I mean, there you go. What are you going to do? We knew that Parkinson said that Mullin was going to be back on the grass. Don't know how much he was going to be doing in training, but he was on the grass. There he is right there. Great photo of him. So he's been on the grass training a little bit. That's what we hear. This was in the this is in the BBC Sport. Wales BBC Sport. There we go. Glue Coach says good morning. Yes. Update me if we do get an announcement for an announcement. All right. Let me know. Does that make sense? If there's an announcement for an announcement to go to the printer, let's do it. So keep that going. All right. So Mulls is back on the grass. It's a great lift for Wrexham as Mullin nears return. So Wrexham's boss Phil Parkinson says it's a great lift to have Paul Mullin back in training. By the way, my other computer went tits up, so I'm on my new computer. So I don't have all my assets with me. Not that you need me to touch buttons or anything, but if it gets a little wonky, it's because I'm screwing everything up. And my other computer, this one right here, the workhorse is might be on its last leg. So here we go. Anyways, not that you need to know all that crap. Wrexham boss Phil Parkinson says it's a great lift to have Paul Mullin back in training as the prolific striker nears return for an injury from his injury. Remember, he had spinal surgery in mid-June. Mullin had minor spinal. There you go. Spinal surgery in June and missed Wrexham's opening game League One win against Wycombe Wanderers last Wednesday, but we did lose the game on Tuesday. Parkinson has not set a date back for the 29-year-old's first game back, but it's glad to see the club's top scorer in the past 3 seasons return to training, which is good. We don't want to rush him back, though. In terms of his injury, he looks good, Parkinson told BBC Sport Wales. Fitness-wise, he's got work to do, but he seems to be out on the grass for the last week, and he's getting stronger each day. Yes, there's match fitness. There's just fitness to be out there. He's obviously a very fit guy, 29 years old, but he's got to get sharp, and hopefully we don't push him. It's a great lift for us to have Paul out there. We've got to be patient. We don't want to re-injure him. No, we don't, by exposing him too soon. But equally, he's been a fantastic player for us. Goes on to say, meanwhile, Wrexham could be without new signing Ollie Rathbone. We'll take that in a second. All right. Now, I know we are hopefully maybe things are happening today. We do get somebody in, a striker, a forward. I know we're in for somebody to come in, but we don't have any real concrete player. It might be Michael Smith, might be somebody we even know about. I don't know, but we need him. We need Mullin back. I'm glad he is in training. I do not want to rush him back, even though I know that we need a striker up front to score goals. So we're hoping that. I'm hoping that that striker does come in sooner than later. And listen, I hope JM steps up. I think on Sunday, I think he's going to start Ollie and JM up front. I think that's what he's going to do. But on this note right here, Mull's getting back onto training, not rushing him there, not rushing him back is really, really important. So let me get to some of the chat here while we go further. A2ZEV says, good morning, everyone. How are you? And afternoon all, says Emma. Emma, how are you? Good to see you. And Matt Al says, last weekend rumors were circulating that it was a 50-50. He was on the bench for the Wickham game. Not long now. Not long now, but let's not rush this SOB back because we need him. We have a long game. Yeah, sorry. I'm just trying to check the Discord as we go to make sure that nothing is going on. Just update me if something happens here. I know it's loud down there, but let's see. But yes, let's not rush this guy back. Is it a printer today? Is today a printer day? In the Discord, we're saying it. In the Discord, there's something going on. There's something brewing. The smoke. I feel like I'm watching Lost, episode 2. So there you go. Be good to have Mulls back in the team. It would be good, but Emma, let's not rush him back. Maybe. We obviously it's a small bench too, so we can't take if he's not ready to get out there. Let's not take up that position. Remember, he was in the fan zone last week at Wickham, and it was a 50-50. He was circulating. Yeah, those rumors do tend to run when everyone's taking home a little bit of this before the game. Hey, how you doing, Aaron? Good to see you. And Matt Al says Mulls been boxing and training with McLean. Yeah, Mulls has been boxing again with McLean. What else is going on? Okay, let's take that on a little bit further. In this article, it says, meanwhile, Wrexham could be without new signing Ollie Rathbone for Sunday's trip to Bolton Wanderers. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Live TV. There we go. Apologies, my bad. Sorry about that. Mullin has been boxing and training with McLean. Yes, we knew that. Okay. Ollie Rathbone for Sunday's trip to Bolton could be out. Midfielder who joined Wrexham for a club record fee from Rotherham United made his debut during the EFL Cup loss to the Blades. Parkinson said Ollie Rathbone took a whack. I didn't see him take a whack. Did anyone else see it? He took a whack, and he'll be touch and go whether he makes it this weekend. But it won't keep him out much longer than the weekend. We'll assess him. He probably took obviously a knock. So if it is, and I don't think he was going to start anyways. I don't think he was going to start him. So that's fine. But we obviously don't want our new players coming in and being injured right away. And I'll tell you, he didn't look, not that he didn't look sharp. He looked fast and aggressive. He looked like he was, this is Rathbone that is, playing a free role, kind of, if he's playing off the striker, if he's playing an 8 or a 10, he's very aggressive. I think he has a little bit more of an engine, than Elliot Lee, although Elliot Lee does put himself about, and probably similar engine to Andy Cannon. We just need to see a little bit more to him. So if he has a whack, I didn't think he was going to start. I actually think in the Bolton game, I think Parkinson's not going to. He's going to go with the same 11 against Wickham. That's what I think he's going to do. Let's see here. A2ZEV. Well, getting Mulls back will boost our attacking power. Would that mean we won't buy another? No, we're going to buy another striker. I was listening to something. We're definitely going to buy another striker, and it might be happening right now. Good morning, Jose. Printer day. Let's effing go. Michael Smith, another over 30 player. Why? Talked about that yesterday on the show, Evergame Studios. Listen, I'm not for the age profile. I'm not all in for that as well. But apparently he's very good. In League One, he's a good League One player. I want someone younger. Rumor is it's got to be 2 signings, one from the Prem and another on loan, both forwards. So that's the rumor. Excuse me. Sip of water. Let's see if it goes through. We're blasting out. Welsh Techie, bless you. Thank you, Welsh Techie. What? Spill it, Welsh Techie. What do you know? You know it. You got the goss. Let's go. You got the goss. Emma Robinson, think Parky will go for a striker and Dalby and Bickerstaff will go on loan when Mulls is back. I think we're probably sadly going to be able. Dalby's going to stay. I think Bix is out. I think Billy Dubb is out as well. And I think we're going to bring 2 in. Although I'd get rid of Dalby as well. I think he's got FGR all over him. Michael Smith, huh? Is he a Palmer replacement? He's probably it's a Palmer competition. Geez, my phone's going crazy. Sorry. Thank you, Welsh Techie. Ollie Rathbone got knocked out, huh? Shit. Well, he said took a whack. Whatever he means, he says he took a whack. But that's the first report I've seen of it. And nothing else over here. Excuse me. Nothing else over here, but we will talk about that briefly in a second. So are there rumors? Waters and Dalby in their way out on loan? I didn't hear those rumors, but I'm hoping that's true. I think it is true. We got to clear out some space. The rumors of Dalby going to Oldham a couple weeks ago, that was the only one I heard too. And Revan, Mecca, Dobson, Cannon, Barnett, the midfield 5 defensive option will be to play Evans instead of Cannon. I don't think Evans looked off it on the week during the midweek. Evans did not look sharp for whatever reason. I know he's a great player, but did not look sharp. I'm not starting Evans this weekend. I thought it may have been confirmed, Emma. Not sure. All right, moving on. Again, Mulls is back on training, possibly on his way back. We'll see how that goes. But the other important thing that's going on is that Parkinson and Parkin are coming back to their former club. And before we do that, let's do this article too, because it kind of sticks with all that stuff with the injuries. There we go. Let's stick with the rumors, not the rumor, with the articles about Mullin and his back before we move on. Parkinson says Mullin and Jacob Mendy continue to make good progress as the duo close in on a return to action. We went to surgery. Let's go. And it says Wrexham kicked off the campaign, 3-2 home victory. Got to that. Everyone got through the game well, said the Reds boss, which is odd because he just said in the other article that Ollie Rathbone has a knock. Mulls is continuing his progress. He didn't travel with us to Sheffield, but was working really hard to get back on the grass. So that is good. Jacob Mendy, this is Mendy. Remember, he tore his hamstring or whatever happened to him last year, had surgery. I did see him when he was here in Los Angeles. I did see him running and going through his paces. I mean, not full bore, but he was running. He was out there. He looked good, looked fit. He's a fit guy nonetheless. But yeah. Goes on to say, this is Parkinson. Jacob's getting ever closer to being available for selection. So we have got a good squad to choose from, and we will think long and hard about the team for Sunday. All right. We will think long and hard about the team for Sunday. So does that mean that Mendy could be on the bench? I don't know. Parkinson made 10 changes, as we know, against the Blades. James McLean was the only one who kept his place for the weekend. I didn't really think we needed to play McLean, to be fair. With a big squad at his disposal, the Reds boss stressed the importance of giving players much needed game time. That's what I think Tuesday was for. We talked about that at length the last couple of days. We just had Monday to do some work with the team. He added the team of players was never going to be completely at home because there are relationships around the pitch that we needed to form. Yes, it was very evident that our back line was out of sorts. I thought, listen, I know that we gave up a couple goals, and a couple goals probably shouldn't have stood in the Tuesday match, but we were disjointed. But that's not part and parcel of how we're moving forward. I believe that that was for him to just get some minutes in the legs under there. That's what it looked like. And if we won. If we lost, we it would be okay. And he seems okay with that from what I'm gathering. He said he saw a bit of rustiness, but equally I thought there were some good performances that was going there. So in this, he says that Mulls is making good progress and Mendy is as well. And maybe he's competing for a bench place this weekend. So we shall see against Bolton. Remember, the game is on Sunday. The game is on Sunday, not Saturday. Okay. Let's go back here and then look at this. This is the other thing that's going on. Like I said, I was going to put two together, and I'll just probably delete that show at 10 so I can figure out my computer as we go forward here. Let me get to a couple of your things here. I thought maybe I've been confirmed. Okay, you're having a private conversation. Nothing. This is about Dalby. Nothing confirmed, but he sure has a couple weeks now. So if Mulls and a new striker comes in, then I think Waters, Bickers, and possibly Dalby may go on loan. Get him out. And Jimbo. Long words. Wait, is it a printer day? Not seeing anything on Insta. We haven't seen anything yet either, but if we get the alert, we'll get the alert. We'll be live for it as we always are. There we go. Mendy is defensive left wing back. Raval is attacking wing back. Maka is a neutral combo. I almost think we should go 3-4-3. We could possibly go 3-4-3. There with I know he likes a back three. I think 3-4-3 might be our best, to be honest. I think Mendy is an old school winger playing a wing back position. He's good. His goal quality isn't as a defender. No, he's not. Hit the like button. Hit the thumbs up and spin the wheel. I don't know what some of this means sometimes. I love it though. Okay. I concur. We got to get a diamond. Yes. All right. Let's talk about Parkinson coming back in. I wanted to share this thing. Parkinson brought them up. I think it was 2016, 17, something like that. And then he said his biggest achievement was keeping them up, and he won. On the last game of the season against Nottingham Forest to keep them up 3-2, and he said that was one of his biggest achievements. And honestly, I was looking at this today. This is Parkinson.
When the whistle went, me and Steve grabbed hold of each other, and he said, "We've done it, we've done it." I was going, "Are you sure we've done it?" Because obviously, you never know that the last minute goal could have gone in elsewhere or something.
6 years ago.
What a feeling! But we've been on a poor run, we know that. But when it mattered most, we've come up with a performance.
Look at that guy right there. So this was 6 years ago.
Not just his goal, but his all-round performance. I felt he gave us a platform.
He's got history at this club. He's got history with Bolton. There they are right there. Remember, they got promoted, and then he said he kept them up, and then he resigned. They were going through. I think the Red Horde did a show with one of the Bolton blogs or something like that. So go check that out on the Red Horde's channel. But yes. He's walking into the Lions Den here, but I think that he's going to get a good reception. He did well for that club. They were going through a lot of turmoil. They were getting sold. There were things going behind the scenes, but they got promoted and then they stayed up. That right there was an interview with Parkinson after the last game of the season. They won 3-2, came back and won that. I think they scored the 86th and the 87th minute to keep them up in Bolton. I mean, he did well for them. So I expect him going into the Lions Den this weekend, Parkinson and Parkin, that they'll get a good reception. Moving on, this is the article that said manager Phil Parkinson won promotion with Bolton. Yes, we know this. This is great. Parkinson is looking forward to returning to Bolton Wanderers on Sunday, but insists the focus is on Wrexham building on their opening day win rather than dwelling on the history of former glories. The Reds marked their return to League One following 19-year absence by beating Wycombe Wanderers 3-2. Yeah, next up is the clash against Bolton, the Tough Sheet Community Stadium. I think it's going to be like 25,000 there. So I'm wondering how many are traveling. Techie, are you going to the game? I think you said you are, and you'll be wearing your pundit hat, which is great. So thanks for that. But yes, I think there's going to be 25,000 people there. So we probably traveling, 1,500 maybe. I think that's about right. So the Tough Sheet Stadium, where Parkinson enjoyed a successful stint as a manager, leading the Trotters to automatic promotion from League One in 16-17 before masterminding a successful battle against relegation the following season in the championship, despite continuing to off-the-field problems. I think it's great. I think it's great. Welsh Techie will be there. We'll be there. Yes. Okay, cool. How many are traveling? Do you know? And how far is it? It's an hour and a half, something like that. And yes, go check it out. I think Horde did a good interview with somebody from Bolton as well. Okay, going on to say Parkinson said, I think when you go back to an old club, it's like it always has an added importance, said the Reds boss. But for me, it's not about me and Parkin going back there. It's about the team and us continuing where we left off at the weekend and building on that. Yes, I think let's. God damn it. Sorry, I have to just put this on mute. I have to put it on mute. It's going crazy. Sorry about that. Yeah, I think that we need to take off from what we after beating the Wanderers and take that to what we did going into Sunday's match. I think there's some players that played on Tuesday that will eventually be starters, in my opinion. But right now, he's focused on just like what we did the opening game against Wycombe and how we can improve on that again going into the Bolton game this weekend. And he's good. He's trying to deflect and say, hey, listen, I don't care what happened in the past. That's great coming back, but it's good to have that reference point. But the focus is on us and as a team, which is great. Despite targeting a second successive league win with the Reds, Parkinson still has happy memories of his time with Bolton. Goes on to say, and I quote, the promotion was the promotion there was a very difficult circumstances because the club was in an embargo. He said, I always think keeping them up the next year in the championship when there was an embargo in a really high spending division was a great achievement. It was a bit sour after that because the financial problems really hit hard on the club. But all in all, great memories there. And with the promotion and staying in the division, more than 24,000 tickets have been sold. Wrexham have nearly 4,000 fans. Thank you, Welsh Techie, at the Lancaster Stadium. And Parkinson is anticipating an electric atmosphere. I think it's going to be rocking. Oh my God, it's going to be rocking it. I can't wait. Sad news is, here's the deal. I'm going out Saturday night to go see Sebastian Maniscalco on his stand-up. So I'm probably going to be out late. I need to be a little bit responsible so I can wake my old ass up and be here at 6 to do the pregame show with everybody. So just a news and note there. If I'm a little, it's because I'll be out on Saturday night. He says the Bolton Stadium is a great arena, especially if you get there in the late teens crowd-wise. To get there to the late teens crowd-wise, it's a fantastic atmosphere. And with the Wrexham Army traveling down, it will be a great occasion, and we're really looking forward to it. Bolton beaten 2-0 by Oxford in the playoff last season, are expected to challenge for promotion again. But Parkinson is concentrating on Wrexham. This is what I liked about it. I said, park the Parkinson shit. I think is very important for him. He knows this league, he knows the division, he knows the clubs, he knows the atmosphere, he knows what he's doing. So it's like he's, block all this other crap out, focus on what we're doing, because you can always like measure yourself up against, the competition. And you have to do that when you're on the pitch, but you can't compare, what everyone else is doing. We have to focus on what we're doing so we can be successful. And I think Parkinson and what he's doing with our team and with the players and being focused on Wrexham, I think is important. He says, goes on to say, I don't Bolton have spent as much. I don't think Bolton have spent as much money as Birmingham, but it won't be far off, he added. So they have spent some money. They're a big club in the divisions, Parkinson. They have 2 near misses in the playoffs, and they will be expected there, but we'll be ready for them, and we'll pick the best team we feel can give us the best chance of getting the win. Now, I'm saying that I think he might not do a changed 11, but I'll tell you, I don't know how you leave Dan Scarr out of the starting lineup for coming in this weekend. That's what I think. I'd love to have Dan Scarr and Rev in there. I don't know if that's going to be possible. I think one of the key players that we cannot miss out is having Dobson on that pitch. I know Macca's aggression is great. He'll probably start. I anticipate him doing not making a change at the 11. Not making a change to the 11 that played against Wycombe Wanderers on the opening day. That's what I do. I don't know how you keep Scarr out of the lineup, though, at some point. His positioning is really great. I thought he was covering really well for that left side where Boyley was getting turned, So I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. Red Horde interview was good. Yes, go check that out on the Horde. Good guy, too. Let's see. He's quite... A2C says he's quite respected among the Bolton fans. Bolton went through rough times when he was the manager. Yes. I listened to the interview this morning that was on. I listened to this audio interview right here when I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning. This was a great listen. With Richard Williams, who speaks very well. He's been covering the club for 20 years. But this was a great listen. And if you get a chance to listen to it, go check it out. Again, it's 20 minutes long, or else I'll play it for you. Highlights are that, basically what you said about Parkinson. He was going through tough times, and he felt like keeping him up was one of his better achievements rather than anything else there. Okay. But I think he's going to get a good reception. The 3-4-2-1 the other night was new, which quickly dissolved into a 3-5-2. Yes. And Techie's going to the game. Tough shit stadium. I can't get that out of my head. Well, tough shit is tough shit. James Lee, what's going on, brother? I think as the quality of the player goes up, Wrexham climbs the pyramid. Phil will shift his formation. I think he likes 3-4-3, but 3-5-2 is where he feels comfortable in the current squad. Yes, I do agree with that. But I anticipate I think he's going to do with the same lineup he had going against Wycombe. If it ain't broke, it's what I think he's going. Ever Game Studios, any rumors so we could see any rumors on when we can buy training kits? I don't know. I don't have anything on that. But the club is open extended hours. This is today. This was said right here, the retail update. This is on the website here. There is the retail update, extended hours. Saturday, there we go, because we don't have a match. So there is the club news. The shop will be open from 9 to 5 every non-match on Saturday, starting August 17th. You can visit the club shop at Stoke Carras, blah, blah, blah. The club shop is open. There you go. Nothing on the shop about training kits, but there is plenty of jerseys in there. I still have to get mine. Okay. Training kits are mid-September, says Matt Al. And Neil Walker, hey, all, how you doing? And Matt Al says, Every Game Studios, especially when the Raspberry... Oh, my God. Training kits in September. There we go. I think we need to move to a 4-3-3 or a false 9, 4-2-3-1. I don't think he will do that. I don't think he'll do that. But it's a good shot. We'll play it in EAFC and how it goes. EAFC 25. Yes. I'll be doing stuff like that going into the season, playing EAFC and things like that. All right, what else we got here? We talked about the injuries updates. Here we go. We talked about this. This article here is from the Bolton News. They basically regurgitated what the leader said. I did read it earlier. Parkinson was guided the Whites to the championship, blah, 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 after beating them 3-2. But yeah, this is more. This is they basically took the article over here at the leader and they regurgitated everything here with his quotes. So I was going to read that, but we're not going to do that. So what else we got here? Jack Marriott. So Marriott needs to. I think this is Jack Marriott needs to come up trumps again this weekend. I know we got on the pitch on Tuesday. Didn't really make that much of an impact. I think the game was already too far gone at that point. But I expect big things from Jack Marriott. golly, I'll tell you this right now. If you're going to still play 2 up front at some point, I would love to see Jack Marriott and Mullin play up front together. I would. That's my thoughts. It's just my thoughts. Bree from SoCal said 2 days ago, Bolton reported over 24,000 tickets sold for Sunday. Yes. 24th. I think there's going to be about 25,000 people there. And if there's 3,500 to 4,000 Wrexham fans there, that is a big, big nut. I mean, it's going to be rocking. We're going to feel properly like we're in this league. Not that we didn't last week, and I'm guessing at the race course was also rocking 13,000 record breaker there, but it's going to feel like real football. I cannot wait. And let's say Evergame Studios. Also, since we're talking about Phil, what's your opinion on him after we get promoted? Yes, as he's been very good at getting good at promoting clubs to the championship level. He never managed at championship level. Would he handle level? I see why not. Let's give him an opportunity. I think at that point, when we get promoted, if it's this year or next year, but I think it's going to be this year, I think he deserves it. And, I know this year is going to be ups and downs. We're going to kick every ball. And, Parkinson's not everyone's cup of tea, as, we saw last year. And there's going to be hard times. But I think we need to stick with him. I think that he knows the division. And, people do evolve in certain ways of how they manage. So I know we're being a little harsh, like, oh, I don't think he's going to change or do this. We'll see. We'll see what happens. You know what I mean? He's got a bigger squad. He's got a lot of good players that he's got to get on the pitch. Making the change of 10 this last week was, very interesting in Tuesday game. So let's see. But if we get promoted, you got to give him the job. You got to keep him there. And he was an assistant manager at the Prem, so he has experience. He has plenty of experience. So let's talk about that. But what's your say there too? Anyways, all right, let's do this. Jack Marriott scored in his Wrexham win. And Wrexham's win on opening day, which, by the way, automatically is a Golazzo, and it could be up for goal of the season already, for sure. For sure. Jack Marriott stressed the importance of him and Wrexham hitting the ground running at the start of the season. He did. And, he looked in the preseason. I'm going to go this right here. In the preseason, he looked, I don't want to say he looked sharp. He looked active. He missed a bunch of chances. He was getting a lot of service in, getting balls into the box. Corner, like I think Barnett's doing a great job up and down that wing. He looks fresh, getting the balls into the box. Jack Marriott isn't a tall striker, but he's very active. He's a guy that kind of reminds me a little bit of Michael Owen, a little bit of Michael Owen. He did track back and have a great goal earlier in the preseason, but him getting off and having that goal happen for him on last Saturday on the opening day of the season, I think is going to help his mentality. So he said, Marriott got in the act, scoring the second goal with a stunning volley off his chest, just inside after chesting down from Ollie Palmer. It was a brilliant goal, absolutely brilliant goal. A League One Golden Boot winner during his time at Peterborough in 17-18. Marriott was over the moon with the strike. It was nice one for the collection, said Marriott. In the moment, you sometimes forget how it went and how it went in. Watching it back, we'll be delighted. A lovely ball from Elliot Lee into Ollie, and a lovely touch, and thankfully he did the rest. When it drops to you like that, and you're 18 yards out, any shot on target is going to give the keeper a problem, and thankfully it went in. Yes, he says hopefully many more on that. Thank you very much, Catherine Hughes. That's very, very nice of you. Thank you for the super chats. Always welcome, and helps out the show, which is great. So thank you. I'm now booked at the Wrexham versus Reading game next weekend to see your subscribers are increasing. Love the show. Reading. I am now booked into the Wrexham. Are you going to the Wrexham game? Wrexham Reading game? That's great. The next weekend, because you are in Wrexham. That's correct. Good to see your subs go, increasing the love of the show. Thank you very much. That's very sweet, and we have a great building community. I'm so happy. So thank you very much, Catherine. Thank you very much. Going on here, Wrexham is going to be the ticket across the League One all season. Also, question: is there any worry as the team goes up in the pyramid of more hooliganism? This is for any Wrexham locals. I think that's always a shout, but you never, it's always a shout. But I don't go to matches, so let's hope. You hate to see violence. I mean, you just really do. Will Ambo says, thanks, brother. That's awesome. Appreciate the super chat as well. If the season goes bad, who do we blame it on? Dinosaur Parky tactics or owners not spending more money? Well, we're game 2, or going to be game 3, match day 2. So let's hold that blame aside. You can blame me. Let's blame me. I'll do that. Let's do that. But we shall see. The window is not shut yet. The window is not shut yet. And remember, we'll see. It's going to be a big test coming into this game. A big test. We need our players to step up. So, and one of these players is going to be JM and Super Train Chat. Choo choo. Yeah, that's very nice of you. Very, very nice of you. And thank you. Everything goes right back into doing this. So appreciate it. Going on in this article here, Jack Marriott says, we wanted to get our first win, so it was important down at opening day. We got all 3 points and move into the next game. It's a long season. Remember that, William Bowe. It's a long season, and it's a very, very difficult division. There's going to be a lot of games like that one against Wickham, but hopefully we can be on the winning end of it. Wrexham lost 4-2. He said, despite the winning start in the third tier, Marriott is keeping his feet on the ground. We can't get carried away, he added. We are pleased to get the points. It might be an old cliche, but we have to take it game by game. And I think I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to do that this year. I don't know if we can, because like I said, we're going to kick every ball. And, even like with Catherine Hughes, already booked her ticket to the Reading game. We're already looking forward to those big games, which is great. And I think, we're so blessed to do it. A couple years ago, we were playing in National League. You know what I mean? And we're not going to win every game. We're not going to win every game. So, but we need players like JM to step up. And we need him this weekend. And maybe someday we'll see Marriott and Mullin up front. Those are our 2 best strikers at this point. And thank you for the super chats. Okay, as an add-on, if he does need to be fired at some point, would Ryan be able to separate his feelings and what he needs to be done? That's what I was afraid of, Rob and Ryan being so team friendly. I think it's. I don't want to go there, but let's cross that bridge when we get there. They're professional guys, and it's a professional team. They make hard decisions all the time. You know what I mean? I just name drop. My wife works with Ryan's company. You know what I mean? They make hard decisions all day long. So, don't be lost in the fact that, that they're not going to go make decisions if they have to do it. So there you go. There's my 2 cents on that. My personal experience. Okay. I don't think the season would go bad, even if we don't get promoted. That's unnecessarily bad. It's not necessarily a bad thing. No, it's not. Blame the Texas Longhorn for using it alongside American college football as a joke. Yes. And, where was that Phil Parkinson interview showed a while ago? This one right here. It's on YouTube. So there you go. That's what Sean Harvey's for. He's the heavy. Yeah, you go in. You go in and you have someone else whack them. There you go. Also, I don't know what happened to the commentators that got let go. That's still out there. I feel bad. If something does come out, we'll report on it. We don't want to. Like I said, I always give the 48-hour TLP rule of like, hey, something happened. We don't know what, but we shall see. But let's keep an eye on that as well. We'll report on it if something happens. If Wrexham reach the playoffs, it's a major dub. Yes, I pick us for the playoffs, third. But let's get through this game this weekend. I'm excited for it. We are a top 10 team for sure. Wonder what YouTube some. I was wondering what channel on YouTube I'm getting some incomplete information. Bolton Wanderers FC. Right there. Is that the one you're talking about, John? Okay. What else is going on? So that's a quick news and update. What we got right there. Bolton against Bolton as Wrexham wingback Luke heads to Bolton Wanderers. I don't think Luke's going to be in the lineup this weekend. I think not that he played bad, but I think that we have. I think Barnett's playing really well. I think he's going to definitely start. I think he's definitely going to start Barnett on that side, and I think he should. He definitely earned his spot. So, okay, we are a top 10 team. Yeah, I see in the Discord about him being fired. Couldn't find any articles what that's about. So yeah, get into the Discord if you're not. Our Discord is here. If anything breaks today, we're gonna be on it. I'm going to be doing the Manchester United Fulham game today at noon o'clock my time. So it's a kickoff to the Premier League. That's the update on our end for today. If anything breaks, we will be live. We will cover that live. But so far on my end, I'm seeing nothing. There's no printer update, nothing like that. So if it does, the only thing I have up there from X is Burton punching the ball away. That's all I have, and AO too. So if anything breaks, we will be there for it. Tomorrow is Saturday. We don't have a game on Saturday. I believe Red Horde's going to be doing a watch along for the Reading game tomorrow, I'm sure. I'll see if I'll do one. Not quite sure what I'm going to do in the morning, but it's going to be a long day tomorrow and Sunday, so I'll see about that. And then Sunday, obviously, we'll be here for the watch along for the Bolton game against Wrexham, which I'm really excited for. And also, too, news and updates here. We're going to be launching a new show on Monday nights. TLP EFL League One wrap up. So we're going to do a wrap up show for League One. I was talking to Ken last night, and we're going to do a Monday night like wrap up show, covering the whole league, kind of like a I don't know, kind of like just like a Monday morning quarterback, but it'll be at nighttime, 5:30, probably my time, 5 o'clock. We're gonna start that up. We're gonna kick it off this Monday. It's gonna be absolutely just us kind of figuring out as we go. We're gonna shoot the rehearsal, but I feel like what I want to do is I want to do like an EFL League One wrap up. So we'll figure out what we're gonna call it. But it's gonna be Monday nights around 5:30. So Ken could do it. I think Aaron's gonna pop on. If anyone wants to come be part of that and wants to help report on what we did, kind of like that wrap-up party, like a wrap-up show, would be great. So that's what we're going to start doing. We'll start it out with League One, and maybe we're going to expand it to the championship in League Two. But basically, I want to cover the EFL. I want to blanket the EFL, but because I think it's really important. We have great coverage here. We have great coverage in the States, and so it'll help us learn where we're going. So it's great because I think one of the segments we're going to do is like where we're going and where we were. So that's when we might cover the championship and we might cover League Two. So those are the things we're working on there. Tuesday, you don't want to miss the news and update show. Tommy Cheese is on from Men in Blazers. He's coming on live for the news and update show at 10 a.m. So you don't want to miss that. That's awesome. I'm excited about that. So just a couple of news and note there. What the fuck is this show? Awesome. Thanks, dude. I don't know what that means. It's a news and update show. Yeah, Sean, the CEO, Michael Williams are definitely black hats for Wrexham. Yes, they are. So there we go. Again, those are the updates. Remember that if anything breaks today, we'll be there. So smash a like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and it's good to see you. I'll be back here for noon o'clock for the Manchester United game, and if anything breaks, we will be live. We will be live, and we'll be covering here for everybody. So, yes, thanks for coming in. There you go. Two Bears tie. There you go. There you go. Sean tie. Good to see you. Not Sean. Rousey's high. Well, it is probably stupid o'clock for him in the morning. So, yeah, good to see you, brother. All right. On that bombshell,